Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server. How you all doing today? I'm on a kind of a casual day today, but it's time to record an episode, so here I am. I haven't really been prepping up anything or figuring anything out. I've got something that I want to do, and I figure, well, I'm going to record my episode, so I may as well bring you guys along for the ride and talk and do stuff and things while planning ahead. I've just been over the smeltery area over there and gathered all the materials that I've slowly but surely smelted over there. I say slowly but surely. I leave it alone and it just does it for itself because it's close enough to actually be loaded chunks while I'm messing around. And the reason I'm doing it, obviously, is to get all the materials I need together to start building my base, because my chests and all that kind of stuff are just messy. Let's take a few of those, a crafting table, and I don't think there's anything else I want to take just yet. Maybe glowstone for lighting, and that'll do me. I want to start taking all of my stuff over there. And there's some interesting colour combinations of stuff that I want to include in my base. Majority of it has to have the basic like nether material looking, right? So it has to look like it's produced itself in the nether. But there are a few interesting materials that we can use along those lines, really. And I did start paletting out some colours over here. I don't know if it's still here actually, but still. Yeah, here we go. These kind of colours in the palettes are pretty good with this kind of stuff. So it's going to be slightly lighter here and there, and I think there's probably going to be a bit of stone going on as well, just to tie it all in a bit. It's kind of the palette that I'm thinking of. I don't particularly like this orange, but the reds go nicely together. And the reds with the clay goes nicely together, and the clay goes with that, and that goes with that. So those colours go well together. Maybe the orange clay goes well with the orange bricks and stuff, because the brick kind of gives the same sort of texture along the lines. So maybe. And I quite like this as a flooring, rather than having the bricks as a flooring. But we'll see how we get on. Today I'm just sort of planning. I'm just sort of manipulating it to get it into some form of shape that I'm actually going to be happy with in the long term. So, pink. Let's go on up. Whee! I love that lift. The Woollivator. I love it. Oh, yeah, and, yeah. Didn't have enough of these to finish that job off earlier. So let's quickly just do that. There we go. Because I pulled it apart to find out why it wasn't working. And now I can't pick that up. Oh, well. It's only a crafting bench. I can pick that up later. Yeah, so let's get over to my place. I've got still plenty to do over here. Oh, just before I go, while I'm talking to you, while I'm just showing you around and stuff. Hey, Lapis joined. Awesome. This section up here, right? This section up here. I was messing around with the idea of having glowstone hidden into the ceiling with a dark glass over it. And I got the idea from Dolinmeister, who's got that in the floor of a base of his. Say hi. Hi, Lapis. I don't think I've got time to actually give her a call and get her involved in what I'm doing, so I'm going to stick to my plan. I'm going to carry on recording this episode. Maybe I'll get to call Lapis in and get something else done in the future fairly soon. Have a look at designing things around the nether and see what she wants to do, because she's been on the server a very long time, so she is technically one of the admin and in charge and possibly the most active of the original members on the server. So it'd be nice to get her input on what's going on in the hub and all that kind of stuff. I happen to have a hell of a lot of resources in here already. Okay, well, let's fill that up a little bit more. I think I'm going to start off, and this is a big, everything's got to start off somewhere, right? Start off by killing that ghast. Thank you, and goodbye. I think I've got to secure the place. That's the first thing. I've got to secure the place. and I'm going to decide on a basic layout. Basic layout before I build my elevator. The only thing, I ripped that elevator down completely because it wasn't quite the right height, the right size fit. And I haven't bothered to work out exactly what size elevator I want in here, or whether I even want one, to be honest. Because once I come downstairs, this is sort of my area. I think this is going to be roughly the ground floor. So let's take one set of nether brick. I want to do towers, and this tower just feels a little bit too tight and compact and maybe too round for what I'm after. So I think I'm going to knock this bit down again now and start thinking up the ideas a little bit more. Like a 3 with a gap like that is okay, but I need it to be a little bit bigger. Even though that's the perfect size for that particular thing there. If I'm going to have a woolavator, it needs to have 5 wide instead of just this 4 wide. Or is it 3 wide? 3 wide. So I need to bring this out a touch more. But in which direction? I'm guessing I'm not too sure. There was a nice edge here, wasn't there, that we wanted to use. Let's pop over there and check that out. There was a nice straight edge bit here that we wanted to use. So maybe I should follow that sort of contour there. Yeah. So that corner just there. Let me land on it. Here we go. This corner just here, was it? Man, I've lost it already. Was it here? That's a straight drop down, yes. And over this side, yeah, straight drop down. So if we were to have our turret corner, our entry corner, sort of start. Let's take that one off. I want to take these, put them back where I want them. Let's see. We want to chisel away a little bit here. Let's go there and there. So this is the corner that we're working off. That's going to be the straightest part. And yeah, this corner here. So here will be my corner for that. Okay, so then that leaves this still in the center point. This is still my center point, so let's just mark that like this because we need some light so you can see what we're doing. So that's my center point, and that's how far out it goes. So that's the outside edge. Let's just put a 2-high wall there. Okay, so from the center we're going 1, 2, 3 that way, and so from this center we're going 3 this way. So we need to come out another couple. So going to go 1, 2 like this, and there we go. Yeah, so that's 3 out either side. Yep, and then I'll come in 1 on here and come in 1 on here. And how's that look on that juncture there? That's going to be nicely in line, I think. That's okay, that's good. Put those in there. I'm not going to mess around with tarting all the floor up and all that kind of stuff just yet. I want to leave that for now. And that means we've got 7 wide. Yeah, so a 7 wide should need at least a 2 on the corners. I want to try and make it slightly squarer. So I'm going to square it up in this method. Let's put some bits in there out the way. Okay, so that's a fairly big corner section there where the woolavator can go right in the center here. And go right up the centre there. Okay, and I can hide all the redstone and stuff in the back of the tower here. And from there, I think I'm just going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then in 2 again, and then 7 across. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2 in and 7 across. I think I got that just a little bit wrong there. Let me see. Let's just put this in like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. 1 too far that way. Okay. And we'll just put these down like this for now. Right, and where would my entry point be there? So we would go in here as my entry. So let's have a 3 wide gap where I would go in and out of the entry area. And also the entry area could be where I have immediate storage of things and stuff. And that's quite a big, chunky tower as well, isn't it? It's quite a big, chunky tower. I like the look of the size of that. Big and chunky. That's it. And now I want to try and figure out some buildings that can go around it. All of this can kind of just get taken off. Once I've done the basic layout, I can start chopping it down and messing around with the whole volcano type look. Let's figure out where we're going to go with it though. I'm going to work in threes. There's an area down here which is easy enough to kill off. And you there. Oh, what a shot. He shoots, he scores. Okay, now I want to do the rest of my planning, I think, in stone. Only because I want like an inner skim of stone. So like this would be an inner skim of stone like this. Right, so I can then put whatever I want on it. And I would leave this bit then as nether brick on the outside, giving me a double thick area. So then I can design the insides with a little bit more detail and not have to worry about matching it all in with the outside. And the outside can have multiple sort of dimensions to it, ins and outs and bits and pieces, without worrying about it too much. It'll also mean that when I've got windows and turrets and stuff, I can actually stand in the windows nicely. It brings this room size down just a touch, but that's okay. That's all good. That's all good. It just allows me to plan things out a little bit, so I can plan my internal size and my external size can match it as well. So, boom. And that's why I need it to be all stone. Bye. Did you drop me anything good? Maybe, but it's down there. Dang it. Okay. Well, never mind. Right, so a rough guide then. A rough guideline. So, if we're doing something like this, then the next room I walk into, I want it to be slightly bigger. So I might just take those out from there, and those out from there, and have that so I walk into an area that's got the room like that. Bing! Got him! What a shot! You see, I'm awesome at shooting those. I love it. Alright, yeah, let's bring it like 2 or 3 along. Let's go 3 along. So we go 3 along here. So the corridor's got a 3 along bit. And then we'll do another door there. So we've got like a little airlock almost as we come into the castle here. And I want it to look very traditional castle-y. So maybe then we come back out again here. To have a long section coming across with another tower section in it. Maybe have an indent in here with a pool of lava that's flowing out into this lot. That would be pretty cool. I like the idea of that. So let's have this at least 3 like that, and let's get rid of that. So we're kind of working two castle layouts at the same time, the inner castle layout and the outer castle layout at the same time. And that allows me to have a little bit of leeway when it comes to doing the internal designs. Where did you come from? There. Have it. And die. There's so many of them. I've got to get around to securing the nether a lot better. Right, so we're going to have a lava that comes out and flows down over this edge. So it'll flow down into there somewhere at some point. There'll be a pooling of lava in there. That'll be pretty cool looking, I hope. Let's just pop this stuff back so I don't fall into it. Yeah. Right, and now, so that looks fairly even, and the inner side of it will look fairly good as well, hopefully. That does mean that this, then, is a little bit too far across. I could probably do with having it so that it's a bit closer. So maybe not make it so round, maybe make it a little squarer there, and then this wall can block across this way. And that can be part of the internals like that. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Okay, and then kind of keep this square this way and have, what are we going to have at this end over here? We're going to have another long section, I think. So we'll go from there, and we'll need to find a point over this side that we want to stop it at. So maybe around here, so I can hack all that bit away and get rid of it. This seems like a good place. As good a place as any. And it also starts turning around that corner a little bit. Okay, so we'll stop here. Let's see if that's an even or an odd number. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you mind? I mean, really? 9, and I think that was 10, wasn't it? Oh, let's get this one back. Thank you. Okay, you get. Fine. Have it. Like that. In your face. What? This is why I need such a secure place to work in. It's just taking all the netherrack out. All the stone and all that will be excellently fine for me all the time. But that is just annoying when they come along and do that to you. Okay, so put this away again. There we go. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11's a good number because it's an uneven number. 11, and then we'll cut back in the same way as we have here. So we're 3. We'll do that. So that and 3. And I haven't got any more bits. Let's take that. There we go. 3. There we go. So that's cut back in the same as that one now. Let's just quickly build that back up. Let's take another stack. Build it up 2 for now, and that's at least giving me a baseline to work off. So pop, 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 pop. It also gives me a good look at what I'm dealing with from the outside as well. It'll show me an awful lot from the outside. And this again will have an internal wall like this. And let's throw this down. So while this is currently showing me what I've got, it may be that I add another layer on the inside of some of them and change it on others. So like this section here may need the stone changing to a different block type. In here though, I might just layer it with another block as well. So it becomes triple thick, and that allows me to hide a little bit of redstone every now and again, a few pistons and a bits and pieces. So it's kind of going to be a triple layer section. So let's just put some of this down to try and give us some better light sources, so we can see better on video what's going on. Alrighty, so we've got a buttress sort of side of a main room here. So this main room here should be pretty epically big, shouldn't it? Because it's got one main wall there. I do want it to go off around that area a little ways, especially because that's where my thing is over there. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's still 11 across that way. Okay. So should we square it off? That's probably not a good plan. We go 3 and then 2 and then square it off that way. Yeah. Or do I want to go back that way a little bit? I'm just now debating whether I want it to look rounded or squared off. And I think I want it to round off a little bit more. So let's bring this out like that. Well, round off, square off, I mean, just a little bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That way. And this one can continue this way as well, until we're about in line, which was here. There we go, 11 for that. That's good, yeah, that's good. And we'll do the same with the outside, or maybe the outside needs to come round this way a little bit then. Curve a little bit. The room inside can be square, but the outside can then give us a little bit of a curvature. Where's that other ghast? Where is it? Where are you? Right over there. Miss me. I can see where you are. I just can't get you. Have you gone? Have you decided to disappear? Ah, there you are. Okay. And crack. Oh, what a shot! Can you believe it? He shoots, he scores. I don't think I've wasted a single arrow shot today. This is shooting gas with Nemsun. It's not building with Nemsun. No, not this. This is shooting gas with Nemsun. And I am doing good. Okay, so what do we have? We had 11 by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. So the next bit should be internal, another 11 this way. Apparently. Let's put this on here and put one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Awesome. So where do we get into our storage? I think this is going to be like a storehouse. I think that's a good size room for a storehouse. I may need a little bit more redstone work going on. But if my mine's down there somewhere, having a storehouse here right next to the entrance as well is a good idea. And can I get a 3 wide gap here for that? So I'll come along here, and 2 wide gap would look okay. If I have that there, then I could have a 3 wide gap like that going into the room at this side there. And I could also have a 3 wide gap there going into the room that side there. That might work. Let's put this down here like this so I can see where my doors are. Yeah, that way I've got a corner where I access from the corner into my room. Yes. How about a secret stash? Do we have a secret stash somewhere? Like a little side room here where I get... Or maybe bulk materials is a good idea. Having bulk materials might be very useful. So this sort of follows along this contour here to that, like this, yes. And that's kind of a... Let's put that there, so we got it. We're going around this way into here. It's kind of curving off. So should we have another little section out from there and bring it sort of on a diagonal piece along here? Just so this edge has got a diagonal on it. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll just come along a decent ways. At least until the end of this, I suppose. And then we've got that linked up so that I've got a little diagonal room on the end of this bit for doing some excess bulk storage type stuff. Because I can imagine having lots of blocks that I'm going to need to store after digging all this lot out. So we'll put another one there. And there, and I think this will be like the last one. Yeah, because that was in line with that front door there, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's kind of the last bit there. And then this bit can flow on here. Like that. And how far into this do I want to get? That's quite a big diagonal, isn't it? Let's have a look from over this side. It's quite a big diagonal. Yeah, but with all this scenery going up to it and lava pouring down from it and all that kind of stuff, that's going to make an epic lava waterfall going down there. And then we've got lava spewing out the edges there as well. Then that diagonal there, and then we just need to sort of round it off because I've got a lot of area here that I can fill in. Yeah, so I call this sort of like the edge with an underside entrance down there maybe. So we need to curve it again. And how do we curve the last one? Just to give me an example. Let's put these in place here. So we came out 3 from that side. We came out 3. Yeah, 3 and then this. So if we do that again, we come down here and then we come out 3 this way. 1, we'd do it from there. So 1, 2, 3. Then that kind of keeps that in line with that one. And also starts bending it down this way. So let's have a straight bit down here. Instead of the 3. Who's dug that out? I don't know. I don't think it was me. So I'll just get rid of that. I don't think it goes anywhere anyway. And I missed that hole twice. Good job. Good job. Almost as derpy as last episode, only this one's just a planning episode. So I'm just getting started. So this would lead to where? My portal's about here at the minute. And then I've got access there. I've got a large area to fill, haven't I? So I don't need to worry too much about how much I'm putting into everywhere. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll come in 3 there. So I can cut across this way. We'll bring it in 1 more. And turret it around slightly. So have another 1. And then 3 this way. And then maybe bring the turret in slightly after 3. That's not really going to give me a lot of space, is it? So let's go with 5. But then that won't look right on the corner. Yeah, let's do a tower. So we'll do a little tower. We'll do a mini tower here. So we'll have 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 this way. That meets up with that one there. And we'll come in 1 and 2 there and there. And then from there and there we should have 3 going this way. And then we'll get a little lip here that can come in 2 from that. Like that. No, that was meant to be there, wasn't it? That was meant to be there. Okay. So that's a shape for a turret. Well, a tower, should I say. We'll have a nice little tight tower there. That'll just be for more looks than anything else, probably. Just because I don't need all of this space, but I'm trying to space it out nicely. And then from the section of the tower here, we'll bring it across, like so. And I've nearly run out of nether brick. So we're kind of getting there. You're kind of getting the idea. I'm about running out of time for this episode. But I have brought you in at the early stages of development here. And I've shown you how to kill gas in lots of single shots. And sort of my ideas for working it out and making the area secure for my base. You've got all the basic idea now of the 3 layers. The inner layer, the section that's like breaking it up, and the outer layer. So the stone wall is there so that I can hide a little bit of stuff in the walls every now and again when I need to. And the same with the outside edge. I can make the outside edge go in slightly when I need to without disturbing the size of the internal structures. I got my big entrance. I got a little bit that's like a cloakroom corridor. And then you get into the main part of the castle. I'm going to have a little stockroom warehouse here with an excess stock, which you can get in from the main castle or straight from that bit. And overall, if I had had more time, I would be showing you exactly what it all looks like when I've laid out the plan. But I guess you're going to have to wait until the start of next episode for that one, folks. Thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you next time, and hopefully I'll have at least the first couple of levels done to keep them pesky ghasts away, so I don't have to keep shooting them all the time. But thank you, and goodbye.